So my name is Tim Hayden. I oversee the Center for Entrepreneurship at St. Louis University, and I also oversee the Stadia Ventures Sports Business Accelerator. So for South by Southwest, we created a panel around Gen Z startups, and it was really around reality, sports, and bullshit, and how that affects each one of the entrepreneurs that are coming through the Gen Z. So,
takeaways?
Perfect. Okay. So what we've been finding is that the Gen Zers are aging in range from 4 to 20 years old. So they're still in that early category, but they are more entrepreneurial driven. They're more socially conscious driven. They've learned so much from the previous generations, the millennials, the Gen Xers, and the baby boomers. So they're creating programs and applications and businesses that allow them to benefit from our worst practices.
Tell me about some of the new initiatives that you're rolling out at SLU.
So, for the high school side or for the college?
Both.
Okay, so for SLU we ended up creating a high school program, same kind of pipeline of entrepreneur travel. So from a pure idea all the way through the investor pitch. We created an idea generator challenge, which is really an idea dash. All these high school kids end up showing up to a museum, 10-story museum, and they do a scavenger hunt, trying to find the best clues and the best ideas to solve these problems. And then they move into another competition that we lovingly term the escalator, the teen escalator competition, which is instead of an elevator pitch, it actually is conducted on escalators in the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis. And so these kids get a chance to pitch for 45 seconds going up these escalators with judges, and they do 24 different pitches. And then it ends with our Angels in the Outfield competition, which is high school kids get an opportunity to pitch in the outfield of a baseball ballpark. Their PowerPoint presentation is up on the Diamond Vision in center field, and there are 12 multimillionaires hanging around home field.
I think there are about 7 St. Louis startups represented here at 3 or 4 different competitions. What does it say about the entrepreneurship ecosystem in St. Louis, given that there's so many people here?
The beauty about South by Southwest is it attracts the best and the craziest. And the other beauty is St. Louis has such a strong ecosystem of entrepreneurship that we do have such a strong representation from the startup community. So from the competitions where you'll see the accelerator programs to the student startup madness where there is a junior at St. Louis University who's in the final 8, there's just all this talent that is being embraced in Austin and is being recognized as some of the best in the nation.
Anything else you'd like to say about South by, about Stadia, about this panel? Any key takeaways? Any big questions that you answered?
I think the big one is Austin. It's all about keeping Austin crazy, and it's truly embedded into this entire program. You meet so many crazy people down here, from entrepreneurs to startups to investors to just wacky people dressed up as in Blue Man costumes. That is the beauty of the ecosystem, that everybody's able to come together under one roof and check out what's going on in the ecosystem, check out what's going on for next generation. And so I'll say from a St. Louis perspective, we can always continue to improve because Austin's got it beat.